You can probably tell that we are going to make poinsettias today. We are using watercolor paper and tracing from our template in the PDF. The PDF is available in the Open Studio sessions where you will be able to join us this month. Everything you need is right there on that PDF, and I'll quickly show you how we are going to paint these elements once you've downloaded and printed them. Use rich red colors and also add in details as you go. Don't worry about being perfect. We are looking for leaves that have character and movement in those reds. You can add veins if you like. You can use pinks, oranges, and then finish them off with a couple of pencil lines to deepen the veins as well. Next, you'll paint the flower bottom where the leaves come together, and just leave everything until it's dry, and that time is perfect for you to grab a cup of coffee and then come back and cut out those elements. Now, I don't know about you, but cutting out always reminds me of childhood. It's such a simple task, yet we can get swept away in the minutest of details and be completely immersed in this creative practice. Now, believe it or not, we are nearly at the assembly point where we can put together our poinsettia and be enticed by a whole new level of creativity. For this section, you will need your glue gun and some patience. And please, if you've never worked with a glue gun before, please be mindful that it is extremely hot and that you will get burns if you're not being careful. So we have to give our petals and leaves a little bit of shaping here, and that shaping happens with the end of your paintbrush. You can twist and turn and mold each of those veins over and under that brush exactly like I'm doing in the video. We are looking for something with dimension, shape, movement, character, and of course that iconic ruffled edge without being too florally and frilly, if you know what I mean. Just like in these two examples. Next up, you'll make a hole in that 3-petal leaf center. I try to use the stick, but that scissor works so much better. And then we're taking the earbuds and gluing 2 that are snapped in half together to create 4. Once they are stuck together, and this took some time, I had to put them back onto that center stick and then painted them gold with nail varnish. Now all the instructions and things you'll need is in that poinsettia template that you can see there on the left hand side. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding the glue and the stick and the bottom leaves in place while the glue gun glue sets. That's such an interesting thing to say, glue gun glue. And once that is set, I'm going to add the biggest leaves or petals and follow a circular shape around them until all 5 of those larger leaves or petals are attached to the center. You'll see that it does take some organization skills. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Right now I'm just trimming that one leaf because I didn't like how it protruded, and I'm also enlarging the whole of this smaller part as my assembly process takes shape on the fly. Again, holding it firm with enough glue to make sure those petals and leaves stick to each other. Lastly, I'm adding these smaller petals, and if you can remember, there were only 3 of them, and holding them in place until they are set. And trimming, of course. And just like that, you have a beautiful watercolor paper poinsettia. And what I'm doing there is just sealing off that bottom so that it doesn't slip off. And now you can go ahead and make some more. Have fun and be creative. Decorate your table, create more and more poinsettias, and share them with your friends and loved ones. And if nothing else, just do it for the process and do something creative for yourself this holiday season.